Today is all about learning English quickly and intensively. We're going to learn 20 phrasal verbs in 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you a little trick to remember them. Then we're going to do a quiz at the end. But before we do all that, I just want to say a big thank you to Lingo for sponsoring this video. Later on, I'm going to tell you all about their fantastic sprint promotion, where you can get 100% refund on your course. But first, let's learn some English. Now let's be honest, phrasal verbs are tricky, but they are used all the time in everyday spoken English. And if you can incorporate them into your spoken English, you're going to sound like a natural. So what is a phrasal verb? Okay, first of all, a phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle that are used together and they have a specific meaning. Okay, let's think of an example. Take off. Take off has lots of meanings, but one meaning, very common, is to remove clothes. So you can take off your t-shirt, you can take off your shoes, etc. Now, take is the verb, off is the particle. Together, they mean to remove clothes. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes to learn 20 phrasal verbs. Now, the key here is to look at the particle and to understand the meaning of the particle, because this will help us to put phrasal verbs into categories of meaning. Okay, let's start off with down. Now, there are a few meanings. Down can mean to decrease in the amount of something. It can mean to get smaller, or it can mean to go from high to low. So, if we think about those as the key meanings of down, then when we look at phrasal verbs, we'll be able to understand them better. Okay, let's take our first example, die down. Now, this is to decrease in something. It could be noise, it could be the amount of people, it could be applause, okay, people applauding. So it's something getting less and less. So an example sentence, let's let the crowds die down before we get on the tube. Let's let the crowds die down before we get on the tube. So the crowds, the amount of people, is going to be reduced. Let's let it die down. Okay, take the phrasal verb cut down. Cut down means to reduce the consumption of something. So I need to cut down my alcohol consumption. I need to cut down my alcohol consumption. That means I need to reduce the amount that I consume. Let's take play down. This is to make something seem less important. So to reduce its importance. An example sentence. Don't play down your performance, Stan. You were the best player on the pitch. Okay, let's continue this theme. Turn down. Now, turn down means to reduce usually the volume of something. So I could say, guys, could you turn down the radio, please? I'm trying to work. Could you turn down the radio, please? I'm trying to work. So can you reduce the volume of the radio? Okay, so you see a pattern here. Let's go for one more. Take down. Take down. Now, this means to lower something. So that idea of taking something from high to low, reducing its height. So I might take down a picture, for example. So I'm going to take down that old painting. I don't like it. I'm going to take down that old painting. I don't like it. So as you can see, down is used so often to talk about reducing something, something getting smaller, or something going from high to low. And if you know that, then you can learn lots of other phrasal verbs with down. Or if you see a phrasal verb with down, you can guess the meaning because you know the meaning of the particle. Okay, let's take the particle up. Now this usually means completely or fully. So a great example is the phrasal verb blow up, which means to inflate completely or fully. So I might say, guys, can you help me blow up these balloons before the party? Can you help me blow up these balloons before the party? Can you help me inflate the balloon completely? What about clean up? Okay, clean up is to clean completely. An example sentence, guys, we need to clean up the Airbnb before we go. We need to clean up the Airbnb before we go. Now, what's the difference between to clean the Airbnb and to clean up the Airbnb? Well, if you clean the Airbnb, okay, you make it cleaner, but maybe you don't do it completely. Whereas to clean up is complete. Everything is clean. So there's a slight difference in meaning there. Let's take give up. Give up means to stop something completely. So I gave up smoking 5 years ago. I gave up smoking 5 years ago. That means I stopped completely. Drink up. Drink up means to drink something completely until there is no more drink in your glass. Okay, guys, let's drink up and go to the next pub. Finally, lock up. Lock up is to secure something completely. So a building, a shop, a house, whatever it might be. Who's locking up the shop tonight? So up has the meaning of completely or fully. I just want to take a moment, guys, to talk about the Lingo Sprint promotion. This is a brand new promotion that they've got to help you guys to make your English learning intensive and sustainable, okay? I'm super excited about it. So Lingoda is an online language school and they help you to learn English anytime, anywhere. They've got native English teachers teaching small classes and you can book classes anytime. So you could be learning in the morning on the bus to work, you could be learning at lunchtime, you could be learning in the evening in your pajamas. It's up to you. And I think it's that flexibility that I love so much. Lots of language schools around the world, they can't offer that flexibility. Classes are at set times. But an online school like Lingoda can offer classes at any time, so you can fit it around your schedule. So they have 2 promotions to offer you guys, the Super Sprint and the Sprint. Now in the Super Sprint, you have to attend 30 classes per month for 3 months. In the Sprint, you just have to attend 15 classes per month for 3 months. Now, if you attend all those classes completely, then at the end, in the Super Sprint, you get 100% refund, and in the Sprint, you get 50% refund. Now, personally, I think this is a great incentive to make your English learning a habit, that you are incentivized to do it every single day. I think that's brilliant. You build up a great momentum in your learning. You can sign up until the 19th of December for this sprint, and then it starts on the 7th of January. So what a great way to begin the year. So you're starting the new year in the best way possible, on the front foot, learning English for 3 months, every single day. I think that's an incredible way to boost your English. Now, this is only eligible for new customers and new learners to Lingoda. And please, 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 guys, read the terms and conditions very carefully before you sign up, okay? I don't want you to commit to something that you can't do, okay? So have a look at them. If you think you can do the Super Sprint, then fantastic, go for it. If you think maybe 30 classes per month is too much, you can do the Sprint and do 15 classes instead. Now, if you do sign up and you change your mind, then you can cancel within the first 14 days just by email or contacting Lingoda. For the Super Sprint, you must attend 1 class per day, okay? And you must attend the full class, all right? For the Sprint, you can do a maximum of 5 classes per week, okay? You have to do 15 classes in the month, so a maximum of 5 classes per week. And again, you have to attend the full lesson. Now, they do recommend that you book your classes a week in advance to make sure that you get the time slot that suits you. And if you need to cancel a class, you have to do that 7 days in advance as well. Sprint participants will also be automatically enrolled into a discounted subscription to Lingoda. That starts at the end of the sprint on the 6th of April. Now, if you don't want to continue with a discounted monthly subscription to Lingoda, you have to cancel your subscription, okay, before the 6th of April. Now, you can do that in the 3rd month of the sprint, okay? And as I said before, please check the terms and conditions before signing up. So if you're interested in taking your English to the next level and making it habit, then there is a link in the description below, okay? Click that link and use the offer code SPRINT12 to get a discount on your deposit. Okay, let's get back to the lesson. Okay, what next? On. Let's do on. On can mean to continue. So for example, carry on. That means to continue whatever you're doing. So I'm going to bed, guys, but you carry on having fun down here. Bang on. I love this phrasal verb, to bang on. This means to talk about something over and over again, to continue talking about it. It's usually used in a negative sense. So my boss was banging on about her new car. That means she talks a lot about it. She continued to talk a lot about it, and I didn't really want to hear it. It was maybe a bit boring, or just like, okay, you can stop now, but they are banging on about it. Drag on. So this is the idea of continuing for a long time. And again, probably negative. It's maybe a bit boring. So an example, the wedding speeches dragged on for ages. The wedding speeches dragged on for ages. They continued for a long time, and it was kind of boring. What about to move on? So this is the idea of progressing onto something new. So to continue onto something new. So can we move on from talking about Brexit? Oh, I'm so tired of it. Can we move on from talking about Brexit? I'm so tired of it. So can we progress? Can we continue past this topic? Play on. Play on means to continue to play. So even though it was snowing, the footballers played on. Even though it was snowing, the footballers played on. So on has that idea of continuing. Okay, and finally, off. Off means away. I mean, there are a few meanings, but that's one main meaning, away. So for example, to dash off or to rush off. To dash off or to rush off. This means to leave very quickly. So an example sentence, sorry guys, I've got to dash off. Sorry guys, I've got to dash off. Means sorry, I've got to leave. I've got to go away. Fight off. And this means to keep something away from you. It could be a person or a thing. So an example would be, oh, the beach was lovely, but we had to fight off loads of mosquitoes. So the beach was lovely, but we had to fight off loads of mosquitoes. We had to keep the mosquitoes away from us. What about to shave off? This means to remove hair. So you get the hair away from you. Now, I know I maybe need to shave off my beard. So there's an example sentence. I need to shave off my beard. So I need to get the hair away from my face. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, going back to our example earlier, to take off. So to remove clothes from us, right? So to get our clothes away from us. Interesting. So please take off your shoes before you come in. And finally, to walk off. To walk off. So that means just to walk away from wherever you are. So I was chatting to my colleague, and just in the middle of the conversation, she just walked off. Unbelievable. Okay, so those were 20 phrasal verbs. We looked at phrasal verbs with down, up, on, and off. Now it's time for a quiz. Are you ready? Let's do this. Alright guys, how was that? Did you get full marks? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to click the link in the description below, Sprint 12, sign up. Of course, make sure you look at the terms and conditions before you sign up, guys. Please do that. But yes, I hope that you sign up and that you enjoy your language sprint. Alright guys, thank you so much. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.